What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Dubkast. It is episode 12. August 9th is the day of recording. You guys will be getting this on Friday, though. And by the time you do get this, you're going to be very excited because we have a few games coming at you with brand new updates, brand new seasons. And I know you guys are excited, as we are, to dive into those. But first, I am your host, Dirty Assault 19, otherwise known as Trent.
Oh, that was Mikey. I'm always bad at those. What's up, guys? I'm Toxic Jedi, aka Jeremy,
Jeremy's
co-host.
locked in. He's
Dude,
he's locked in.
dude,
He's ready for this episode. He's been thinking about a lot of stuff that he wants to talk about. So
I always suck at those, man. I don't think I'll ever be good.
it's all right, man. Hey guys, we're happy you guys are joining us. You can always pop on over to YouTube, and if you're not already on YouTube, and you're listening to us through any of your major streaming platforms, then hey, that's cool too. But if you want to get a little bit of video, of course, hop onto YouTube. But let's dive into this episode. We appreciate you guys so much for joining. Let's dive right in. All right, man. So big games that we kind of want to talk about, especially for a lot of these viewers that are probably excited for these new seasons, as we kind of discussed. I think one of the biggest things that we can really just boom get into, because for us it was kind of, I don't know why it was last minute that I for some reason realized that Back for Blood was doing this kind of pre-beta, and whenever I found out, I was so stoked. I lit up the group chat. Listen,
Hmm.
guys, I am currently watching a streamer. I'm getting these drops. I'm going to be sending you the codes. If you want to join me, do it. So, I've really been transitioning into kind of checking out some new games lately and just really gearing up for this new plethora of games that are coming out. And one of those games for a lot of people out there that love those zombie killer games is Back for Blood. But what is so nostalgic about Back for Blood, you may ask? Why is it that there's so much hype around this game? Some of you may never have heard of it, but for those of us that have, guys, if you're over there on PC or if you're over there on maybe coming from Xbox 360, am
Hmm.
I right? We had a game called Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead contained of two, Left 4 Dead 1 and Left 4 Dead 2, two games. And I don't know where you stand on this, Jeremy, but for me personally, it was one of the best multiplayer games I think that was ever released,
Oh yeah,
especially
100%.
especially in that kind of aspect. When you kind of think about games like that, dude, I'm thinking Army of Two. Army of Two was another one of those great games where it was really fun co-op. What are some other games like that? Little Big Planet, right? Another. I mean, I'm just kind of spitballing on some weird
Yeah,
random ones. There's lots of
couch
co-op.
couch co-op. Yeah.
Yeah, those couch co-op games where you just sit there. And then you got games like Left 4 Dead that was a zombie survival game that you could hop in with a squad of four and basically move through the story, which was built around these kind of there. It's almost like a path that is kind of carved out for you, but in the same sense, it's free roam. Does that make sense? You have let's go back to Left 4 Dead. You have Carnival, right? There was a Carnival map. So you can run around, you can check little stalls, you can run around the carousel, you can check all these places. But when shit gets to hitting the fan and you're like, I'm out of here, you want to you sprint and you find a safe house, right? and
100%.
and so we got this breath of fresh air with this new game, Back for Blood. And for a lot of people, the reason that this is so important is because so many people for so long asked for Left 4 Dead 3, but they didn't want to do it. It was kind of quiet for a long time, and so you dealt with PC where people would mod it, and it was still a lot of fun. It still kept the game fresh, but it wasn't that next game that we were kind of looking for or asking for. And so that's what we got with Back for Blood. It was released. We saw the trailer for it. A lot of hype came around it. Well, now we're looking at this pre-released open beta. For those that didn't know how to get it, you were able to visit backforblood.com. There was links on there where you would sign up with WB Games. WB Games, once you made an account, you would go and you would link that account to your Twitch. Once you link that to your Twitch, you would then go back to WB Games. You would check out your account. There would be a little thumbnail that was Back for Blood. You would click that. Let me backtrack. Once you linked your account and you with Twitch, you would then go to Twitch, watch an hour of gameplay of somebody else playing that game. It would clock that hour. Once that hour was done, then you would go to WB Games again. Then it would have the thumbnail. You'd click on that and it would have your code. Your code would then allow you to be able to play that game. And it would also have 3 invitations for you to play with some other people. So a lot of fun, little kind of tedious things you had to kind of knock out, but it was pretty simple and straightforward, and you got to have fun with your friends. So we definitely did that. We had a couple of groups that we did that with, and Jeremy, I know you had not the greatest time with loading in with that game, but yeah, dude, let's just take some time. I mean, where was your head at when this game was announced, for one? Where is some of your nostalgic love for this game coming from Left 4 Dead, that game in the past, to what your expectations were kind of going into this? I know that whenever I shot you that message, you were like immediately like, okay, getting on the phone with the wife. She's going to be logging in. She's going to be doing this for me. You know what I mean? Like you were ready to get it going. So
yeah. No, man, Left 4 Dead's always been like a huge part of my life. I remember in high school we used to get together and LAN cable or Xboxes. We'd do 2 on each screen playing. But man, when this whole game was announced, it was a really big deal for me. There's a lot of hype behind it and a lot of emotion too. It was one of the best games ever made. And since Valve separated, it was a big fear that we would never get a third, kind of like Half-Life.
yeah, no kidding.
No, but now with Back for Blood, like all that nostalgia comes back, and it's like finally, this huge ramp. But sadly, with how gaming has been here recently, I kind of lowered the hype down. Like, yo, we're gonna have to get in here and check it out. But no, this beta has absolutely blown my mind. Like it hooked me with the team that I was playing with. Man, we played from the first mission to the very last, like nonstop. And go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, I was enjoying listening to it, but like to your point where you're saying, like you felt like we were going downhill. I felt that a lot of that has to do with just the oversaturation of zombie games, and to a point where a lot of people were kind of getting phased out of that. And so it was kind of odd to have a game like Back for Blood come out, but yet it carries so much weight with that name and the group of people creating it, that it like immediately just the hype train was up there. I felt like.
Oh yeah, the second that they were like, "Hey, we brought together the guys from Valve to make Back for Blood," everyone was like, "Yeah, here's my money."
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
mean, I'm right there, dude. I already pre-ordered that thing. It is on it.
So you said you had a good group of people. The first act, right? You're only able to play kind of like this chapter. It's a series of these acts that you play. I think it's like 8. I think it's like 8 little levels that you play. You got tedious little things that you're kind of trying to do to get more money. And so you want to make sure that you're rolling with a good squad that's able to kind of communicate and knock out these tasks together. Um, Tasks kind of like, for instance, you got these birds, right? There's these birds that
Hmm.
are kind of nested around the map, and it's kind of creating this don't disturb the birds, or else one, you're going to lose your bonus for this run, and two, it might, bring some hordes your way, whatever.
Let's say you're about to get punished.
Yeah. And so one of the coolest things I think that they did with this game is, and I'll get back into the reason I'm bringing in the birds is because the one thing that they kind of streamlined with this game was they brought in this card, right? This deck of the cards that you're gonna build. And so for a lot of people, they were like, "Wow, a deck of cards? What is that?" Well, I actually really enjoyed this feature. What it did for me is, one, it allows me to build my character to my personal preference with my play style. Do you get benefits from all those cards? No. But what you do get benefits from is that the cards, periodically, as you go throughout these levels, you'll get a card, like 5 cards that flip over. And then you can pick from one of those cards, and that's a buff that you get going forward. So those buffs eventually stack. So let's say you build a deck pertaining to a medic, right? Medic seems to be one of those things that has some really awesome buffs if that's what you want to go with. Another one that I really enjoyed was Defender. Defender decks looked really, really good. Basically, what you're going to get from these Defender decks is a lot of buffs that are getting down to certain health points, and you start getting the ability to stack health back towards yourself, right? You're getting into these critical moments, you start knocking down a couple of zombies, and then it gives you a little bit of health back. Other defender ones are more reliant on allowing you to be the guy that's helping your team get ammo. You're doing special things that are going to be resupplying your teammates, and all this stuff is really helpful. And then, of course, you got your more offensively based cards, which damage,
Hmm.
grenades, whatever. And so I really enjoyed this. And then going into these games, you get cards that are working against you. So one of them was a fog. I did not think the fog would really be that big of a deal, if I'm being honest. It was such a pain in the ass. You're trying to kind of roll through here, and you're like, I'm blind, I'm blind. And
Yeah.
and you got these dudes that are just like, oh, running at you, and you're looking for your buddies and you can't see them. And so this card system seems really fun. You can build a card for the versus mode, which we'll get into, and then you can build a card deck for the campaign mode. Campaign mode is a little bit more of a grind, at least out of the beta version. It seemed to be something that you had to really collect cards. You can, if you save up enough coin while you're in the game, you'll stumble upon cards and you can collect them, and then that allows you to use them then for your said character. And with the versus mode, it was kind of like, here's all the cards, just build a deck. And so, Jeremy, for you, how were you feeling? You kind of got a little bit of exactly where I was feeling, but did you feel like this new card premise was refreshing? Did you feel like it was like, it's cool, but I mean, I don't know. Like, where was your headspace with the implementation of these card buffs and stuff?
At first, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of weirded out by it. I wasn't really into it.
Mm-hmm.
But after we had grouped up and started playing a little bit, and you guys helped me kind of realize what these cards were actually doing, kind of grew on me pretty fast that I could have, 20% more ammo.
Yeah, which is important.
Exactly.
Very important, especially the more you up your difficulty.
Exactly, dude. Oh man, that difficulty is insane how fast it jumps.
Yeah.
But no, I think the cards are actually a really cool, fresh feel. And I mean, I know it kind of sounds weird that the cards were weird on me at first, but just to be clear, it was also weird for me that you could actually, aim down your sight.
Yeah, definitely including new mechanics, but making it still feel like that same old game,
Yeah.
right? So basically we had, I think it was like, man, I don't want to butcher. Was it 5 or 6 characters I think that you had to choose from? I know that.
Uh, I want to say there was 5 that you could actually play, and then there's 3 that you could not play as.
Okay, that sounds right. So basically, all of these characters that you can play as all have a passive ability. I played as the dude with like glasses. He was a little bit chunkier, and I just thought he looked funny. So I'm like, all right, I'll just pick him. And he had more buffs for ammo. There were who did you play as?
I played as a soldier who has actually had more like medic abilities. I could carry 2 med kits on me.
Oh, that's clutch. Yeah, I think I had one extra slot for equipment.
Yeah.
So there's a couple others, but we'll actually get into showing you guys a little bit of my stream so that you can see a little bit of this and kind of be able to relate to what we're talking about. But let's just take you through the mindset of getting into this game and getting your boots on the ground. So we got your character you're picking. It's got passive abilities, and then it's got the decks that you're going to be jumping into these games with. One of the biggest things I'll say that I think was done really well is just the mechanics. It felt so good moving around. I didn't really feel as though I was getting caught up on doing certain things. I didn't really feel like, because you got the weapon swap, but there's also cards that increase that speed, right? So they make it to where there's a little bit of a challenge there. So, but I felt like the damage, even when we increased the difficulty, wasn't taken back too much. I still felt like I was doing a lot of damage, and especially with the melee. The melee felt so good. Being able to kind of implement that, just bashing these zombie heads, they're exploding. You're like, what is going on? I'm
Yeah.
badass. And so that mechanic felt great. The movement, you have stamina, and that can be a pain in the butt. But again, that's one of those things you need to think about when you're looking at your cards.
Yeah.
Is stamina, because you will get gassed, and you do not
Very
want to be the
fast.
guy running away from a bloater, running away from, I can't even remember the dude's name, but it's the big tall dude that'll just snatch you up and split you in half in front of your friends. I mean, it's more of smashing you into the ground, but you get the
Yeah.
picture. And you do not want to be hobbling away because your dude's winded. But so you get your boots on the ground, you got these things. It just felt good to me. It felt like the movement was great. The climbing mechanic I didn't really get caught up on anything like that. I felt like jumping and sprinting. It all just felt real smooth to me. So I got a nod, tip of the cap to Valve and what they were able to do, what these guys were able to do to bring back that same feel, but make it feel newer, and I guess just newer and fresh, but with that same I guess feel as the old one as well. So
Yeah. No, that's pretty crazy. There's a fucking new game where you can climb rocks. Activision.
not that hard.
Nah, dude. Yeah, that game just felt so nice, man. Like, when we were going through the swamp, everyone had like the suppressed rifles. It felt like a SEAL team clearing out them zombies, man.
Yeah, and so beautiful, guys. I'm so serious. This game, the graphics are just stunning. I just think that the terrain, the whole layout of everything I got to play was just really, really beautiful to me. I just thought that it was really well done.
And this is the beta. They still got like a month to clean it up.
Yeah, no kidding. We have, and for those of you listening, you are not out of luck yet. There is another beta coming that is going to be the open beta that is going to be available for all platforms. By the way, this is a cross-platform game. You are going to be able to play with all your buddies no matter what, and that is huge. So be looking forward to that. Don't let that hold you back from getting this game. It is a $60 game. I don't know if I agree with the price point on it. Personally, I think that this felt more like a $40 game to me, and I think that I would be a little bit more comfortable with that. Again, I think I would just have. I'm coming from a standpoint that I feel like it's a game that I'm never going to play by myself. I think I'm going to always kind of want to run it with friends. Some of you guys out there may be a little bit different, but this is just my point of view. Is I think that it's one of those games that it's just so team based that it's not going to be something that I load up every day unless I have the squad that's ready to kind of play it with me. But yeah, that was my only kind of takeaway, is that I really want to play this game and I really want to slap that pre-order on for it. But I just didn't feel as though it felt like a full $60 game. It does have two modes, like I said, versus and campaign. So there is other stuff that you can do, but yeah.
I mean, I'd agree with that, to be honest. I mean, realistically, we're not looking at a game that you're just going to hop online and play the versus mode for hours until your squad gets on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I understand that argument. And I mean, that kind of leads us into the verses where I just was not having a good time either.
Well, I can tell you my very first time streaming versus, I did have a good time, thankfully, because I have heard horror stories with other people. I had some issues as we went further along with people just getting pissed off and leaving. Look, I
Yeah.
can't help that me and my squad knows how to hold it down. Get better. That's all I can really tell you. So,
Get good, scrub.
yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and throw up some footage while we can kind of continue to talk about this. I'll give you guys a little bit of volume, but for the most part, I really just kind of want you to be able to get a little bit more of a basic kind of understanding, because I want to get a little bit more into this campaign. I'm not going to show you all of it because I'd like for you guys to experience it for yourself. But if you'd like to, make sure you hop on over to YouTube and kind of check out some of this footage that I'm going to be showing, because I think that it's going to be that type of stuff that's going to get you guys intrigued and into wanting to check this game out for yourself and for your friends. But if you also want to watch this, you can always head on over to my Twitch channel as well, and I have it on there. So, but here we go. We're going to go ahead, pop it up. So first things first that I'm going to show you on this versus mode is, okay, yeah, I just, yo, let me, sorry guys, let me back it up just a hair again. You are able to, in the very beginning, pick a character, right? You're able to pick a different kind of horde or zombie, if you will, if I can actually manage to get this thing. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so you got stingers, reekers, tall boys, and commons. These are going to be the zombies you can choose from. They have different abilities that give them an advantage or disadvantage. Like the stingers are very fast, they can hop all over the place. That is actually who I went with, and so you'll see that. And the reekers or tall boys are a little bit bigger.
Select a family?
So can you hear the volume on that pretty good?
Yeah, for sure. It's getting
Sure.
confusing. I don't know who's who.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn this down. just while we kind of talk through it. But
Yeah.
so we weren't able to play as them all, but you got the Hawker, the Stalker, and then the Stinger. I went with the Stinger, is able to kind of do this, but you jump around and spit. But you can see that you have upgrades going forward that you're going to be able to kind of utilize and help depending upon how you want to play. But it's going to be versus. So you're going against another squad that is playing as humans while you're playing as zombies. And so you're going to be starting off like this. So they can't see us. We can see them, but you can't spawn into the map unless they can't see you. So it won't let you just, like, you got to be hidden. It won't let you just kind of run up on somebody and spawn right behind them and kill them. So that's not going to be the thing. But they have a cooldown period. These guys are going to be looking for loot. They're going to be opening up chests. They're going to be opening up various little like crates, or if you will, and they're going to use that to basically fortify or gear up to battle you. And so we're all just kind of running around. I'm really honestly learning how to play this game. And this was really the first thing that we hopped into. So it was me and my buddies, and we're kind of just running around figuring out like what is going on at this point. It took us a second to kind of figure out that there was a scavenge period. But so here's us spawned in. Let me get you a little bit of voice.
So, oh, dang, that's a huge leap.
Oh yeah, and you can actually upgrade her leap too. And so they're shooting at me. I start going crazy with the spit. Homie got stuck, so I had to go crazy on him. My buddy Zach down there putting in work.
God,
and not only is it just like so I love
getting a little bit into character there.
Yeah. And so not only do you look at that big bloated looking dude, and not only do you have us to worry about, you're also going to have the other zombies that are going to be going in. And this dude, look at
oh,
this dude is just going to town, and that pretty much ended
2
that.
minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah, they didn't last very long. I say that, but let's go ahead and show you guys the other round. Okay. So this is us. I'm immediately snapping. I had fortified this building a little bit, and so I'm just holding it off. I'm holding off this area. Definitely want to keep the volume on this. So we're trying to survive, and I'm learning at the same time, and we're just kind of hunkering down in this house.
Crazy intense. Oh my god, I hear him on the rooftop. Oh shit!
And so you can definitely enjoy this a little bit more if you're on the. Look at, they are just going in on us.
Dude, holy cow, yeah.
And so pardon the language, but I mean, I was just freaking out. And these guys that are on our team, they completely understand what's going on. And so they're like running up to us like, dude, heal yourself. What are you doing? And they're healing us. And so we go on, we try to, keep holding them off.
Oh my god, dude.
Dude, another one.
Yeah, look at him just putting in work on my team. Eventually goes down. We got to pick up the squad. Another one comes in. I am just like freaking out.
I don't know if it'd be better to hunker down in a building or be in the open, to be honest. Either way is terrifying.
Yeah. I mean, I got 8 health. I don't even know how I'm alive at this point. I run outside to pick up somebody.
You did it.
Yeah.
It ain't safe out here.
It ain't safe anywhere.
It ain't safe out here.
And so we keep pushing. And here's the best part. Let me
on the ground.
Hold on. Look at this.
I think we lost.
I was like, I think we lost. I want you guys to look at this time limit here. 39.
No!
Oh
We
no.
beat them 241 to 240. We beat them by 1 second.
That's
Crazy,
intense. Yeah.
crazy finish. But we played a couple rounds. It's pretty crazy, but let's skip it forward a little bit and show you guys some of this
It's been a while since I played
campaign
this
stuff.
particular game, though.
I'm going to cut down a little bit more on this volume a little bit. But anyways, so Jeremy, you're kind of seeing this stuff again. You experienced this. When I was playing on one of the easiest difficulties, mainly because I wanted to be able to enjoy myself. But here's what I'm talking about, guys. We got these cards that are popping up. These are going to be my active cards, and then you get corruption cards that are kind of working against you. I'm trying to go through my deck and see what kind of cards might be of use to me at this point. And so this is kind of how you're going to start the phase of your rounds. And as those that may remember, when you're in the safe house, you're going to be able to go open up the chest at the very beginning and kind of buy some loot for yourself that might be useful. And so, I mean, just look at the graphics in this game, kind of look at how I'm moving around and how I'm able to kind of utilize different weapons. I got the bat that I'm just clubbing the shit out of them on. And you got so many different kinds of tools you can use. There's pipe bombs, firecrackers. You've got Molotov cocktails. You've got really just so many different things at your disposal to help you. And it really makes it an experience. But yeah, I really highly encourage you guys, if you're hearing this now, please play the open beta. If you're interested at all, I think that you should definitely go check this out and just give yourself a chance at this kind of zombie survival, because for me, it's one of those. I'm not a zombie survival fan. I mean, you can ask Jeremy. There's been numerous times that he's bought me video games that have zombies in it. He's begged me to buy games that have zombies in it, and I just don't. I'm just not big on them. But when it comes to a game like this, I'm gonna play. I loved Left 4 Dead. It was some of the most fun I played, and so. But yeah, this is just a little bit of footage. But I'm gonna go ahead and stop us here. We're gonna basically transition through some of these other games we're excited about. But one of the things I will tell you, you up your difficulty, you're going to also have to deal with the repercussions of friendly fire. And that is a challenge in and of itself. And not only is the friendly fire difficult, but when you do increase your difficulty, and you probably will because you're going to want to challenge yourself, I'm going to let you know now, it is difficult. It is not easy. I instantly kept running out of ammo and I just gave up. I threw in the towel. But a lot of fun. Go check that out, guys. I hope that I didn't bore you or stretch it out too long. I hope that I've created some excitement and helped you paint the picture that is Back for Blood, and be looking for that game. So, when is that beta coming out? I thought it was the 12th.
Oh, that's actually a really good question. We might just Google that real fast.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and Google that because I thought I was under the impression that it was going to be the 12th of this month, and I was wrong. I think I was wrong on that. That was just for this closed one. No, I am right. Okay, so August 12th at noon to August 16th. So looking at my calendar here, guys, that's going to be, what is that, Thursday? So by the time you guys are hearing this, it's going to be dropping. So please take advantage and check this game out because it's worth it. It's worth a shot, especially while it's free. But some other games I've been playing. Well, first, I mean, Jeremy, was there anything else on Back for Blood? I didn't. I did a lot of talking because I think it's safe to say you guys know exactly where I stand. But
I think you aced it, man. I mean, that game. Make sure you pick it up, guys, because it's gonna be sweet for sure.
yeah. So I have been transitioning kind of away from Warzone. No particular reason why. I just needed a new challenge and it was getting real repetitive for me. I'll still go back and play if I ever want to, but I'm noticing that a lot of people are starting to transition out of Warzone, and at least people I know and some other streamers I've been watching. And one of the games I decided to start playing again, I played it on its first initial release and kind of gave it some time to really build itself. I had a streamer on that I sat down and talked with who was big into this game. For those that remember that episode, that is Pandemic. You can always go back and listen to that episode. He had some great things to say about this game. Him and his wife both play this game, and both of them stream it. And so I had a conversation with one of my friends about transitioning, going in and playing this game. So we did. And boy, did we take a haul with us. Jeremy re-downloaded it. We had at least, I counted it up. I think we had a total of 10 friends in our group go and download this game to play with us again. But Rogue Company, I'll go ahead and settle the anticipation. Rogue Company. Rogue Company is a game that is a third-person shooter. It plays in a lot of ways like your Rainbow Six, I'm trying to think of some other
I'd say
Gears of War. But it's a pick your hero or pick your character. They've got a passive ability. They've got a special ability, and then they all have their own weapons and their own equipment that is all unique to them. New season is going to be dropping tomorrow. So again, for you guys that are going to be listening to this episode on Friday, just know that the new season has already dropped. For that new season, you guys are going to be expecting new rogue bios. There's going to be a buy one, get one system. There's going to be a hoverboards. Yes, I said hoverboards. Yeah. And there's going to be a new map, and it's going to be called Palace. And it looks real sick. Looks like it's maybe a Japanese themed season, especially with their new character. Their new character looks sick. He's got the katana. So we've been kind of keeping up with some of the news that they've been dropping. And for me, somebody that's been really grinding this last week and a half, trying to get the level 30, get to level 30 so that all my buddies can play, or so that we can play ranked demo. We played a few games today, been kind of playing a few games over the course of the last few days and trying to get ranked, but that'll all be reset tomorrow. I cry. But we also tried to knock out their free event that they had going on as well, that was collecting new skin. You kind of had to knock out certain challenges. So anyways, I digress. A lot of challenges that we tried knocking out, but we've really been enjoying it. I've really been enjoying it anyways. It's been kind of nice to play a new game like this. So I'm excited to see a new map implemented and new characters implemented. For those of you that play this game, I went with Switchblade for my first buy. That was my first character I decided to rock, and anybody knows that character is so powerful. She's got an RPG that when it hits you or hits an area, it blows up, and then there's AoE damage where it impacts the ground and turns it into flames, and then does additional damage. It's like, come on, lady. What you trying to do to me, you know? So it can be pretty intense. But Jeremy, how have you been enjoying this game? I kind of got you back into it. You didn't really know if it was really your thing, but you seem to have been enjoying it, at least from my perspective, since you re-downloaded it and got some of our friends involved in squadding up.
Yeah, man. No, the game plays phenomenally. I think our problem before was just it's so new, and I mean there wasn't too many heroes to choose from. But now, man, they got a whole roster of things looking like Siege anymore.
Yeah. So who did you end up going with?
Well, so first I rocked Dallas, as you know,
Mhm.
but then quickly when I found out who to buy after getting blown up by so many rockets, I decided to go with Scorch, and that her passive is pretty much I'm immune to fire.
The perfect alternative to my character.
Right. So no, I really like Scorch, and to be honest, I have taken a liking to Vi or V,
Mhm.
the pretty much toxic chick. But the only reason I picked her is because I noticed that her mastery rank, whenever you max it out on her, you get a calling card that says toxic.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I've been
Now we
like
know.
pushing. Yeah, I've been pushing for that one, dude.
That's pretty clutch, dude. I don't think you could have a more perfect character for you.
Right?
Maybe I need to go through there and see if there's one that says dirty. I don't know.
Some dude like coming out of the trash.
Yeah. That's all right. Okay. All right. Little trash talk. Never hurt anybody.
Well, I didn't mean it like that. You're way better at that game than I am. Watching yours and Tyler's streams, man.
Man, it really feels like a game that I feel comfortable. I feel like I can get in a zone in this game where I feel like I'm at the top pretty often. So I just need to learn playing in those ranked demo games. You're not level 30 yet, are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I am. Either that or I'm very close. Last time I looked, I was at 27.
Well, have you played ranked yet?
No.
Ranked is just a new animal just because people know how to move, people know how to you really got to take into account that the other team is playing as characters that can like identify your location. I thought that bow and arrow dude was stupid. Dude, people freaking use him because he can identify where people are at, shoot an arrow across, and then there's ban phases, so I don't ever get to play as my character.
That's what you get for
Yeah,
picking one of the most popular.
yeah, I know. It's been terrible. I literally get so pissed because I'm so excited to hop into a ranked match and then I got to play somebody else. So I think I'm gonna go and buy another character. Honestly, I'm thinking really hard about Lancer, but she gets banned a lot too. But I'm
What
thinking
about
about her. Kestrel's up there for me. I'm thinking Kestrel, but it also depends about some of these new characters. If one of the new characters that drops is pretty sick, I don't know. I might have to consider them. But yeah, I've had a lot of fun. So if you guys are going to be interested in this game and check it out, now would be the time because the new season just dropped. This is a great week. I'm so serious. There's so much going on this week for gaming. But for me, ranked and just really in general, just trying to get my characters that I enjoy playing as mastered out has been a fun little grind. So, if you want to join the journey, you can find both of us on Twitch. We've been really trying to kind of settle into streaming a little bit more and showcasing more of our stuff. Jeremy, on the other hand, is upgraded. Your boy over here finna get the 3060, if you know what I mean. So he's gonna be official, while I have like the 950, and that's really where I stop. So help.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Rogue
it's been
Company is it's a fun team based game. You really got the two biggest game modes, at least for me, that I've played is 6v6 team deathmatch and then demolition. Demolition is going to be 4v4. You only get one life per round, and then you're obviously trying to plant the bomb, and it's the best of 15, first to 8 wins. So
That's actually what I was about to bring up was the team deathmatch. That's what's really sucked me in. Because when I'm usually streaming, dude, I'm just playing by myself.
yeah, Well, even a buddy of mine, Luke, who many of you guys probably heard referenced, he downloaded the game and he actually took a liking to the team deathmatch mode in particular as well. I didn't really think that he would take to the game, but he's been enjoying it. Our buddy David, who's also been on the podcast, Costi Cobra, he has really taken a liking to this game and has been enjoying it as well. So yeah, definitely worth checking out because it is a free to play game. It's one of those pay for the season pass, throw a little money at them that way. And then if you really want to be cool, you can even play as Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah.
There's a character for that. I believe he designed one of the maps and even got his own character. So, but other
Yeah.
games that are also coming out with new seasons this week, Rocket League. So,
Yeah. The almighty Rocket League.
yeah, which I didn't even finish my season out, but that's
Dang.
okay. I know. I took it pretty far, but I honestly I think I was pretty close, so it is kind of sad that I couldn't finish it out, but oh well. But the new season, if for those that don't know, looks like it's going to be a desert theme. There's going to be a new arena that's just looks like desert. It's just kind of out there, so I'm excited to kind of try that out. And then they're also implementing some 2v2 tournament play. So that's going to be ranked tournament play, I believe. So that's going to be real interesting. What are your thoughts on that?
It's going to be intimidating.
Yeah.
I don't play very good goalie.
Yeah. I usually try to play goalie, and even then you get into those matches, it's a whole different ball game.
Oh yeah, 2v2 is all about rotating, just making ovals, dude.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Lock it up.
Right.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm just excited that they're bringing in some different things.
Yeah, I saw that video today. I really want them spiked wheels. Get that Mad Max feel.
Yeah, I haven't even checked out what their new car is going to look like yet. I don't even know if they've released it.
I don't think so. I just saw it in the video, where it just kind of out the far view of the arena and that car down there doing the donuts.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
A lot of these guys are just excited to be dropping new content, but
Oh yeah.
they definitely have they definitely have the little spiked wheels. So I'm curious. I'm checking it out here. Deadeye Canyon, Outlaw is going to be the car, and expanded competitive tournaments are their biggest kind of noted things. So I'm excited for it. And for anybody that was listening to our last episode, do not forget, I still am very serious. RLFRC is going to be a thing. I really want to showcase it and make it a thing because I think it could be a lot of fun. I'm currently working on trying to build a roster of 4v4, and either me or if anybody wants to spectate, we'll be able to kind of spectate and talk as the things going on. So we're going to try to build that up. I'm currently working on a poster, so we'll try to get that going as well, and then be able to kind of boom, launch it. It's not going to be anything real big, but it's one of those that I think that it's just so fun for me and my friends every time we log in and hop in like a created lobby, that it's just so much laughter, so much shit talking between friends that I think it could be a lot of fun. And who knows where that could eventually lead. So I think that the way that I kind of want to roll is we'll pick teams 4v4, and then for FRC 2 we'll pick new teams. So I think we'll probably we'll talk it over with the guys, but we'll have a set number of games that will be played, maybe the best out of 5 or the best out of 7, and who knows, maybe we determine the winner, and the winning team gets bragging rights or something. So we'll figure something out, but whatever we do, we'll make sure we have a launch event, and we'll some stuff leading up to it so that we can let you guys get all that information. So be listening. This new season seems to be the perfect time to try to launch something like this, especially with your boy over here back on the old first shift. So
Oh yeah, big hype, big hype.
yeah. So make it a little bit easier to schedule some stuff, but
Yeah, man. No, dude, I can't wait. I can't wait. Finally back. What he's talking about, guys, is I'm finally back on the same schedule as literally everybody else. It's been a few years, but you know, we made it. We made it.
yeah.
That's what matters.
We're here, baby. baby. Yeah, for sure. But man, some other information, guys. I just have really enjoyed doing this podcast, and more importantly, talking to streamers and people that are fans and how much they enjoy watching this kind of stuff. So I'm starting to take my streaming a little bit more serious. So I would appreciate it if you guys would head on over to Twitch. That's Dirty Assault 19. You can follow me on there, or I'm even on Facebook now. So if you guys already follow the page for Dubkast, or if you follow the any of the social media links, you can always go and find me on Facebook or Twitch under that handle, Dirty Assault. So you can always reach out. We can get you that information. And of course, make sure you're going over and following your boy Toxic Jedi. I'm starting off. So I only got actually today I'm pretty happy because I've been taking it serious for probably about a week or two, and I'm up to 40 followers now on Twitch as of today.
Hey.
Which, I mean, man, I know it's really starting numbers compared to a lot of these guys I've talked to, but to me, it feels good. It feels like I can finally enjoy something like this that I've always thought about doing and kind of see it come into fruition. And then over on Facebook, I think we hit 80 followers today. So I had some really cool fan interactions yesterday that really helped, fuel my fire. Because a lot of these guys just reached out to me while I was streaming and were like, follow for follow. They're like, we got to support, and so it's just like that community that I love about gaming, that we can all come together and just enjoy and support each other over the simple thing that we all like to do is play games. So yeah, I've been enjoying that. So please go show your support, slap a follow, make sure you not only are doing that for me, but do it for Jeremy too. I believe he's hitting around 40 or so as well. So we're almost to 50, and then it's all up from there. So
Yeah, very exciting. Very exciting.
yeah. But anything else going on, man? Anything you've been kind of checking out or playing?
Dude, to be honest, I've been putting in a serious grind on Pokemon Unite.
Oh, really?
Dude, like,
Tell me about it, because I have no idea what Pokemon Unite even is. I keep seeing people like Tyler, our other buddy Tyler, who's been playing it, and I keep seeing Snapchats that he posts. I have no idea what this game is. So
it's a MOBA, so it's kind of like oh hell, like League of Legends, but with Pokemon.
Huh.
And it's 5v5s, man. It's real simple. It's very dumbed down version, but it kind of makes it better because you can just get on there, and since it's on the Switch, you're just crushing kids. Yeah, it makes me feel good because I've never been good at League of Legends.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So they have your favorite Pokemon on the roster. Pretty much, except for the Switch doesn't have mics. But yeah, man, no, you pick on a roster of your favorite Pokemon, you load in, and you pretty much just got to control lanes and score on their towers and defend your towers, and it actually gets very intense for how simple of a game. Currently, I run with Cinderace, and whenever I don't get Cinderace, I roll with Pikachu.
Always go back to the clutch, original. So is it all generations?
Yeah, yep. Because Cinderace is 6, while Pikachu's first.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, dude, it's all over the place. I can't wait to see what kind. I know, like, on the next season, they're introducing, like, Squirtle and more characters like that.
I'm surprised they wouldn't have the original, like, 4.
So, the only ones that they have on the, like, original is Pikachu and Bulbasaur.
Hmm.
And then other than that, they got, like, Machamp and, I don't know, kind of, all over the place. You'd really just have to look up the roster for yourself.
Now, is that a game that you play with multiple people, or you just...
Yeah, it's 5-on-5.
Or, yeah, that's right. You did say 5-on-5. Okay. But you've been enjoying playing that, and is there like a system where you can level up certain Pokemon?
So the only thing that you can really rank up is the items that they use that give them buffs during the game, like attack speed and special attack, that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
So I've been leveling up on that, but that's really it. I've gotten ranked on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm on Great Class 1.
Nice.
That was only playing today. Like, I woke up at 7 this morning. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to get on. And I looked down, it was 3 p.m. And I was like, well, I should probably get off. Dude, it got so bad. My son Benjamin, he was playing on the Switch last night, and he's playing, like Lego Jurassic Park. He's only
Mhm.
4.
Right.
I got fed up with him taking over the Switch because I wanted to play Pokemon Unite. So I went and bought him a Switch Lite today.
Oh,
I was
snap.
like, here, dude, here.
Decisions were made.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, but that game. If you have a Switch, just check it out. It's free to download. Even if MOBAs aren't your thing, it's Pokemon, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You at least got that. I mean, who doesn't at least, if you're a big fanboy over something like Pokemon, why not try it out and see? I remember there was like even mobile games I would play. There was like a Pokemon chess style game. And
Yeah.
dude, it was so fun. I mean, it got to the point where I'm like, I got to stop playing this game because this is all I play. So I mean, yeah, yeah, you gotta at least try, especially coming from we used to play Smite a lot too. And
Yeah. No, it falls right in line with Smite, man. But you know what I just thought of that I don't know if I should be saying this over the podcast, but we should grab some licenses and make a MOBA for Yu-Gi-Oh.
all right, guys, we're gonna be cutting this off right now because we're going to. Yeah, no kidding. You know what, dude? Speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh, real quick, I want another Yu-Gi-Oh Duelist of the Rose. That was
Yeah.
one of the best games I ever played. It was literally chess, but with Yu-Gi-Oh cards, damn near.
Yeah.
God, there's so many cool fundamental, and that was PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
So,
Oldie but goodie.
mm-hmm.
Man, it kind of sucks that Yu-Gi-Oh is like dying off a little bit. I mean, you still got your hardcore fanboys, but there's
I
nothing
think that
new
there's
producing.
just been a lot of games via console, like video game style, that people don't really have to collect the cards and play them anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, I
It's
guess
all
that could be
digital.
said about some other stuff too, but you don't really there's Pokemon cards too. There are collector values there. I don't know. I don't really know what really drives Yu-Gi-Oh down, but I played Yu-Gi-Oh over all games. And I tried getting into Magic. I enjoyed it, but I just couldn't get into it. I just kind of grew out of that phase, but
Yeah. Nah, man. I really like where gaming's kind of going. I guess this will be the last thing I'll say. I know I'm dragging it on,
oh, you're good,
but
dude.
dude, like gaming is in such a good space, especially all the negative shit that we've had been going on, man. Like just overhyped, trashing games. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But dude, like all of the golden games from when we were in middle school and high school are coming back, and they're coming back with fucking vengeance.
Yeah.
We got
Oh, for sure.
Battlefield rolling hard. We got Back for Blood. I mean, those two right there will satisfy me for a year.
You got
Hopefully,
God of War coming back out with
dude.
another game.
Oh, Ragnarok.
Yeah, no kidding.
Dude. I I don't, you know, I don't even want to
People
know
got
where they're
Halo
going with
coming
that.
back out. I mean,
Yes, pop.
it's do you want a good year of games? We're like, yeah, we do. You know, like give us all the games you can. We will go broke for you. We've spent 2 years with your excuses like, hey, we're gotta push the deadline back.
Yeah.
Push the don't do it again.
I
Don't break
don't
our
know, man.
hearts.
With games like Cyberpunk, you almost want it to happen. But you know, dude, we're gonna have a very good problem coming up, and it's gonna be what the hell do I play?
Yeah.
So
Not necessarily a bad problem.
no, not at all, not at all. I know I'm gonna be on Halo. I'm gonna be on Battlefield. Probably Pokemon Unite's gonna be in there.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm gonna be tied up.
Like you said, though, it's a good problem to have because I feel like the last year has been Warzone, Warzone, Warzone.
Yeah.
And so I'm ready for something new. I enjoy Warzone, I enjoy playing, but at some point you're like, man, I gotta play something different.
Yeah, and I mean they just did not do a good job of freshening it up. I mean, I know that's old news, but Halo's coming in to save the day, bro. Don't worry.
Well, somebody said something really interesting, and I couldn't help but agree. I felt like this is what they said, but I felt like Warzone was at its peak during the Oktoberfest, the Halloween fest that they had, and then after that, Cold War came out, and then it just felt like it really, man, just took a dive.
Yeah, just dragged it.
That Halloween event was so fun. It really kept you engaged, and ever since then, it's just kind of felt like disappointment. And with this cheating thing, I think that's why a lot of people are leaving, man. A lot of
Yeah.
people are fed up, and they're just like, I just can't handle the hackers anymore, and so they're going to other games.
Yeah, but that's kind of the problem with social media is we got these big streamers leaving Warzone. You know, they're going to Apex. Well, guess where all the cheaters are going for that chance to be on the stream or something.
Yeah, it's sad that people got to do that.
Yeah, man. Ah, it is what it is. I mean, we've always had problems with cheaters. It's just been up to the developers to come up with a good anti-cheat, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's all they got to do, implement a damn anti-cheat. But
Yeah. Did you see Halos?
uh-uh.
So there's this guy who's suspected of cheating, and he was streaming, showing like, "Hey, I'm not cheating at all." So they actually released him, but in the private beta, got his account and his IP banned for life on Halo.
Damn.
I mean, he had the proper things to prove that he wasn't cheating, but still, you know what I mean? That's what we need because there's guys out there. I mean, on a third offense, dude, you're done. You know what I mean?
I think the biggest issue with like Call of Duty right now is that there's just so many people that can create new accounts. They've allowed just kind of like this influx of so many people, and there's been articles they've released. You guys don't realize we're banning thousands and thousands of people, but more and more keep coming in. And so it's just like, I don't know, that I just got to get somewhere away from that because it makes it.
I don't agree with that argument. I mean, yeah, they probably are making them really fast, but other games manage it.
Well, I mean, like I was saying, they don't have like an anti-cheat. I don't
Yeah.
know why they haven't, an easy anti-cheat or something that they're able to implement and try to keep those kind of people from coming in. I don't know. I'm not in that industry to, I guess, know the proper thing to do. I'm just a gamer that it's really easy for me to be pissed off and upset and be like, do better.
Yeah.
But
We'll figure
we'll
it
see. But I mean, hey guys, this is gonna don't let us feel like we're ending on a bad note. I mean, we got a great lineup, especially if you're listening now, that has come out, and this week is full of lots and lots of fun games to check out and play, and for free. Rocket League, Rogue Company. You got Back for Blood open beta. I mean, what are you doing? Not
Pokemon
playing
Unite.
these games. Pokemon Unite. You got all these games that are readily waiting and available for you this week, and they're all dropping new seasons, except for Pokemon Unite. But but with that being said, guys, I'm telling you, go check these out. Let us know what you think. Give us a review. We would really appreciate it. And kind of know where your headspace is, and if you guys are feeling these games, and if you guys think that these are going in the right direction, let us know. But as always, go Facebook. You can go on Instagram, Twitter. You can go on YouTube. Like, follow, subscribe, leave a comment.
Smash that subscribe button.
Yeah. But just leave us a review, or just reach out, give us a follow, and that's enough for us, man. We appreciate it. We just appreciate you guys that are continuously checking in, watching, listening to what we're putting out. So with that being said, I appreciate you, and we hope that no matter where you are or what you're playing, we can get you one step closer to clutching that dub. Goodbye, everybody.
Thanks for listening, guys. Have a good day.
See you.